Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Farming Sim here in the Valley of Erlengrat. I hope you're all doing fantastic. We have some work to do. So, if you remember in the last episode, I talked about how we were going to be buying a new field, harvesting it, and turning it all into grass. That is still the plan, and that is what we are going to get done today. But first, I need to get this field harvested, which I think will work. And I have looked at the plan and really thought about it, and I think it's actually going to be a pretty good plan and a way to do things. It'll start getting me some hay because I'm still deciding if I want sheep or if I want cows. I may end up doing sheep just so just to do sheep, to be honest. I know I could jump right into cows, but I don't think cows are going to be very beneficial for me at the moment. I think getting the sheep in would be better because the sheep only require grass or hay. I'm probably just going to end up giving them hay because we're going to make hay. But I think that's going to be the way to go. We're not going to do that obviously in this episode. It's probably going to be another 2 or 3 episodes before we really get, I think, enough set up and a little bit of extra money aside to consider getting the sheep. So that's what we're really thinking about. And actually, before I forget, I want to buy this plot of land because I will forget. And boom. I know it's not fertilized, or actually it might be. Do they, sometimes they'll fertilize them. No. Nope, not fertilized at all. So, we're going to have to worry about that. But I'm not too worried about it. We'll get a harvest from it. It'll happen. And we'll be able to get that going. But I think it'll still be good. And as I said, once we're done, we're filling her with grass. And then we'll be good to go from there. The other field next to it will also be getting, grass. I was considering putting a crop down first. But, yeah, I'm not going to do it. That's really it. It is kind of a waste because I did put the oilseed radish down over there to skip over the need for us to fertilize. But we still have to fertilize the grass anyway, so I think it'll work. At least for the first run. After that, we'll have to continue to do it. We will have to plow over there before we plant any grass in the second field. But, as I said, we'll figure this all out as we go. My plans are always kind of fluid. Sometimes I'll think about it more during the time lapses that I do and decide, hey, this is a different idea that works better. So, that's kind of how we do things here. But speaking of time lapses, I think we're going to do a real quick one to finish up this field. Actually been a very productive harvest. Got a lot. I think we got 5 loads so far, and we're probably going to get close to about a half a load here. The last 2 loads haven't been 100% full, so I don't know if we can really say this will be a half, but it's close enough. We've gotten almost 50,000 liters of barley just from this field. And I know it's a big field, but we did a lot of care on the field. We got rid of pretty much all the weeds except for a little patch off to the right over here by the hay barn. And it was double fertilized. It was plowed. It was pretty much all set and ready to go. And I'm very happy about that. That'll be, as I said, a good amount of money, which will go towards some stuff. I know I said I probably wasn't going to sell it, but I may end up selling a cartload or 2, as I said, depending on the price, which we'll check in just a moment. But I was close. This one was almost a half tank. I know one of them was about 83%, and I cannot remember what the other one was. Let's grab this. And we were close. Alright. Let's see what the price is for barley. I think this one's barley. 765 Felsburn Grain Mill. I'm not going to sell it right now, but everything's... Well, the upside is sunflowers are going up, and we're about to go harvest that. So I think we're going to get this offloaded. I'm going to get my tractor and trailer, and I'm going to swap out for my other header. And then we're going to head over to our brand new field and harvest it up. Oh, look, our potatoes is ready. We should probably look into buying a potato harvester, because we don't have one anymore. But yeah, let me get the other stuff set up, and I'll meet you guys over at the new field. Well, we have an upside here, ladies and gentlemen. I did not think to check the growth state of this field before I bought it, so we're not going to be harvesting this today, even though I did just bring everything over here. The upside is I can weed it, and we can fertilize it, which will be very nice. I think I can run the weeder on the little tractor. I'll probably end up running it on this guy, because why not? It's the case. It's what I've been using. I got 26 real-life hours on this thing. That's nuts. I don't know how much I have on the other one. And I know that least one had about 10. Maybe 20? No, it definitely didn't have 20. It definitely had about 10 work hours on it, which was not too bad, to be honest. But yeah, we've got to get this done. So, do I want to do potatoes instead? No, let's work to get a little money out of that field. I think we're going to do that first, because if I sleep, that field is going to grow, and we're going to lose the ability to weed it and harvest it, fertilize it before the harvest. So I think that's going to be the better way to do it. So let me grab, what do we got? We got the fertilizer right there. And where is my smaller tractor's over there? All right. I think I'm just going to use it for transport tractor, even if we can't run the other machine. I know it can run the fertilizer, but I can really only run one of these machines at once. And actually, speaking of machines, I saw a new one today. Is it in crop protection? No, it's probably in weeders. Oh, I saw a new weeder today, and I could have sworn I added it. If I didn't, I didn't. But yeah, now we've got to do the fun of transporting this other equipment over there, which I will do right now. Let that worker there finish up the weeding. We got a layer of fertilizer in. We got hopefully all the weeds out. I'll check. We probably missed a little bit. It's really hard when you get the bigger green plants like this to see all of the weeds. So I may have missed some, but as I said, I'm pretty much fine with it. I don't have too much of an issue. And I think the next thing we should look at is, as I said, some potato harvesters. Let's see what we got. Potato tech. So I want to see, not the mods. There we go. Let's go for the Grima. So that's our planter. That is harvester, extracts potatoes from the ground and automatically offloads. Please remember that you need a Hallam cutter before you can use this machine. That you need one for this. You do not require one for this. And this pulled single row harvester collects the potatoes previously harvested from the ground. So this will pick them up. And does it do anything with them? Looks like it'll loop it up, send it into here, and then this can dump into a short trailer. I don't really see the need for a cover. Maybe to make it just look nice. We're not going to worry about that because we already have this guy here, and they actually did an update on this, if I remember correctly, and it can now, it now has a trailer attachment point. Let me see. Yeah, so I have to add it. It's only 50 bucks, but you can now hook a trailer to this. I think it's going to be tight in our current workspace, so that's going to be a thing, but I'm thinking we could go with this guy. The WR200CDW, because the previous harvesters are this one, and I can't afford those. So we're going to go with a dumper set here. I was considering this one here, so we could have it dump out to a side and maybe get fewer rows, so we can have a left or a right swath. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. I think it'll be fine if we just run this guy. It's 4,000, yeah, 4,000 more. But I think it's going to get the job done. We don't need to get the Hallam, Hulam, who knows. I think it's a Hallam. But let's buy this. Boom, boom, 16,500. I am going to leave this here because we are going to need to do this again, so I don't mind this. Oh, they finished up whilst we were doing that. Weird. Yeah, I'm actually going to leave probably all this stuff over here except for the weeder. Oh, actually, this is the little tractor. Well, we're definitely not going to be able to run that on this little guy. So, you know, I didn't even check if the big guy can run it. Do you think this guy can run it? I probably should have checked that. I'm not too worried about it. I'm pretty sure it'll be able to do it. Boom. Let's get rolling. Gonna use the exit, and we're gonna just turn quickly on in here. Whoop. Not quickly enough, I guess. This thing is big, though. So let's actually pop out and take a look. This is another one from the Grima DLC. And I do as I said, I very much like the fact that they finally did like a potato DLC. Because there weren't really inexpensive ways to do potatoes in this game. I'm not saying we need a wicked cheap way. You know, make the potato tank, way cheaper. Like 120,000, because that really wouldn't solve it. At that point, you'd have to decrease the value of potatoes. But putting in machines like this to harvest and plant potatoes, making them a bit cheaper, I think is the better and smarter option. It does allow us to work a few other bits. So, I am actually pretty happy with everything in the Grima DLC. And that's just me saying it. That has nothing to do with the game. Even though I am a huge fan of the game. But I like it. Sorry about that pause. My cat is making weird yowling sounds. I doubt my microphone's picking it up. But it is happening. Alright, let's get this guy. We're gonna go V. And we're gonna go B. That should be it turned on. It looks like it only takes 3 rows? 3 rows, if we're lucky. Alright, let's get lined up better. There we go. Down the potato line. And you can drive it pretty fast. I'm actually happy about that. It works fast. So that'll be able to get some work done, which will be nice. Oh, looks like we're picking up. Oh, no, we're not. Alright. Yeah, that's why I like having the harvesters on the front. I can see what's going on a bit better. But yeah, we'll be able to get these done. I think I'm going to try and put a bunch of these in with the pigs. I'm just going to take this row. I don't know why it keeps wanting to pull hard to this side. But we'll be able to get this done. But yeah, as I was saying, I want to throw a bunch of this to the pigs. I want to try and get about 2,000 liters into the pigs. In the hopes that that'll hold them over for a while. It'll increase the production level. Not that I need a really high production level from them right now. Because I'm really just using them to produce some manure. But I think it would still be smart. And actually, speaking of that, what was I was just about to check something. I don't know. Oh, I want to see how many pigs there are. Okay, so we're still at 10. That is fine. And they're at 99%. See, I think every time I clean up the floor, it's just filling things in. And once this is full, it fills this, and then it fills this, and then it adds to the potatoes. So I may be able to squeeze it by without having to put as much potato as I thought in here. And if so, that'd be very good. But yeah, I'm really liking this harvester. It's kind of like... The one we used last time was actually a mod, and it was this guy here, and it is very similar. The one we have is just bigger. That seems to really be it. Maybe a bit more to it, and that's why it's bigger. It's got an actual, like, piece at the front. This one here just looks like you drag it under... Sorry about my phone going off. You can probably hear... Actually, no, it's not attached to the desk anymore, so you're probably not hearing the vibration. But yeah, this is the one, as I said. It's just... This one looks like it more just digs under and rips it up, where the one we have looks like it like breaks up the plant on top, digs under, like breaks up the soil, digs underneath, and then rolls it out. So I'm actually pretty happy with this. I don't know how much of this we're gonna get done. I kind of want to time lapse it and just get it done, but at the same time, sometimes too many time lapses make for a boring video. So I'm kind of in a pickle. I don't know what I want to do. But at the same time, production would be great. You know, getting a little bit ahead, getting us a little extra money. You know what, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, a little extra money so that we can buy some bigger equipment for working those new grass areas, I think, has made the decision for me. So we're going to play a bit more music for you guys, and we're going to get started on finishing up these potatoes. As you probably saw in the time lapse, we got all the potatoes harvested up and put into these, well, rows technically. And now we're going to use this tool. If you guys remember the last time we used this, it didn't have a trailer attachment, and that was an update that they added a little while afterwards, which I think was very nice. I think it's very smart to do that. So we're going to be playing around with using this, and it looks in really rough shape, even though I did repair it and clean it. It just looks blah, which I'm not too worried about. As long as it works, I'm fine, you know. So let's go, what's it, V, and then B, and then let's see how it goes. We might have some trouble getting some of the stuff just because of spacing, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I think this is going to be our best start. I'm going to go for the larger section. Ooh. Yoink. There we go. I had it on the trailer, trying to V the trailer, and the trailer no V. It's weird that it picked up the first stuff. Maybe it was just a really high pile. But I do not know. The upside is, this thing's working like a dream. We also can't go fast enough to fill it up, which is nice right now. Well, actually, we probably can, but the biggest reason this thing isn't drastically filling up on the belt like it did last time is because I didn't throw these all into fewer rows. I did that last time. I ran up and down the field, putting this all into different rows. And actually, you know what? I was just looking at the potato section and not this thing. So, yeah. That could have been a thing. But so far, that was much easier than the way we did it last time. And I am very happy about that. It is a very odd setup still. I'll have to get used to driving this, but I like it. It is very wide. On the turn. Whoop. This way. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back through and clean some stuff up. I'll probably grab the Flegel bucket and do that kind of stuff. I'm not gonna go too nuts with it. trying to get every single piece with this, because I think that'll just be too much work. But we do have that Fleagle bucket, so I can always go and grab that, and that'll pick up a lot of the little missed bits, you know? But our trailer is almost full. And it is kind of funny. This is listed as an 8-ton tipper. I would have assumed that it would only do 8,000 liters. Oh, it does only do. Whoop, nope, we gotta do that. We gotta do that. No, stop it. Gotta be difficult. Oh, I think that'll be good, though. It's gonna be a good amount of potatoes. We're definitely not getting the potatoes all done today. I know that. So what we're gonna do is I want to get these into, whoop, wrong button. Back to, there we go. I want to get these into the pigs, but I want to see if it's, yeah, we do need a bunch. So we're gonna throw it in with the pigs, and we might do all of it. I don't actually know, because I was thinking about getting a larger pig pen, but at the same time I lose all of that feed because you can't move the feed, you know? And that's what I'm worried about. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So we're actually just going to go dump a bunch of this in there, and we'll be able to go from there. I am going to have to pull the trailer in by hand, because actually this one might fit through the door. We could try and back this one up. Everything else doesn't fit. Actually our animal trailer, I think, is the same size or smaller than this. So this one might not actually fit in. Yeah, it's a great pig pen. It's just stuff don't fit. That is my only issue with the thing. Not gonna lie, I did use a bit of the super strength, but we did almost make it in without it. I was very close. I was so close, but I still have a ton of issues with the dolly style trailers like this. So we'll have to play around with that. That took all 8,000 liters. So we won't have to worry about these guys for a while. Maybe some straw, but everything else is good. Yeah. We'll get some manure. We're building up some slurry. The slurry will be nice because we'll be able to use that on a lot of different things. Pre-fertilization for fields. Fertilizing the grass fields while we're doing stuff over there. All that kind of stuff. But I think what we're going to do is we are going to wrap up the video here. I know we still could get a bunch of these potatoes done, but I think doing it over, just like the lumber, I want to try and do it over a couple of episodes, kind of break it up, because we've kind of already done it, you know, so there's not really a huge draw for it right now, and not really a huge need, because we do have to just set it up on the potato washer over there and kind of just let it do its thing. And that's really it with the potatoes. We're going to wash them, sort them, and sell them. And to do that, I may actually pick up another trailer. I am undecided on that, but we'll figure that out as we go. So, yeah, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.